Good morning and happy Friday. It's Feature Friday day. This is Wendy Cannin, an executive brand director with Tula XII, and I'm excited to be sharing with you guys some meal planning tips today in our meal planning setup. Excuse me. And goodness. Whoo, just had a piece of Pop-Tart get stuck in my throat. So that's what I get for feeding my face before I go live. So friends, today we are going to be talking about meal planning and how you can set up a habit that has to do with meal planning and some fun ways that you can get your family involved and make it a family event. So I have a fun setup in here today. It includes the meal and grocery, pantry and freezer, a recipe book. You can also add a monthly in here as well to be able to help you with your, oh, my camera just froze. There we go. To help you determine what meals you have had over the course of the last month and how it can be effective for you. In fact, let me grab one of those real fast. I think I have one right here. I do. All right, we'll talk about this one in a hot minute. All right, first let's hop into a meal and grocery and how this particular insert can be very helpful when you are doing your main grocery shopping. So the meal and grocery, and I haven't figured out how to get my camera to zoom in, so I'm just going to hold this up for you. The meal and grocery is a quarter long insert, so it lasts for 15 to 16 weeks, and it is built in two parts. The first part is the make a meal plan side, which is over here, and the other is the do the shopping. Now, I do my shopping online through an app and go pick up my groceries at the drop-off store or drop-off section. But I still am able to use this insert, and it makes it very quick and handy for my family to know what's going on. This particular insert, the meal and grocery, is actually hung on my refrigerator by two magnetic clips, one on each side to hold it open so that my family can see the plan for the entire meal for the month. And then they also have the ability to add things to the shopping list for the next week so that if something runs out, they can quickly and easily have access to it. The meal plan portion is broke up by days of the week. You can also use a piece of washi tape and cover up that very easily so that it's not something that you have to worry too much about. Like if you are one of those people that likes to fly by the seat of your pants and you aren't sure what you want to make, but you want to make sure that you have the ingredients available. That's one way that you can do that. And actually, here's an example of what that looks like broken down. Now, I've also broken this down into 3 sections for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It makes it really easy for you to be able to meal plan an entire week's worth of meals for all 3 meals during the week if you need to do that. Or you can just add the washi tape up here and be able to write down what it is that you want to do for your meal planning. Okay, so that is the meal planning. Another fun one that you can use for your meal planning is to know what's in your pantry or freezer. This particular page here is basic items that are added in my pantry. Usually things that you're going to use for baking, such as flour, and I actually have them labeled. So if you need tabs and tab words to go with it, we do have those available too. Makes it really easy for you to be able to know what's what and what you have. You can do them by spices. Here is a list of spices that I have available, and you will see here that we used this one and we need to make sure that we have it replaced. So that is available as well. So you can go through here and determine what is in your pantry already based on what you have. And it makes it easy to plan your meals around. So if you have some of the items in here, let's say you have some canned items or some, you like to eat a lot of pasta, you have these pastas on hand, then you can plan your menu by what you have, excuse me, what you have available in your pantry. Another fun one to use in your setup is recipe book. I like to add a new recipe once a week or once every 2 weeks so that my family has some different things to choose from. And it does not go in the recipe book until it is family approved. So it makes it really easy for me to be able to make some things. And then if they approve them, then I can just add them right into the recipe book so that it's easy to go in and create new menus. A fun way that you can use the recipe book for your family and choosing your meals is you can go like this and say stop, and whatever page you stop on, that is the meal that you put on to your meal plan. Another way that you can include your family is we put our meals on a popsicle stick and when we are finished with a month and we're getting ready to do our meal planning for the week or for the month, we go through and draw a popsicle stick, and whatever's on the popsicle stick, that's what we add to our meal plan. Now, I did mention adding a monthly on there as well, and here is some fun things that you can do with that. You can track everything that you eat for your meals or for your dinners if you aren't home for breakfast and lunches because you all have different schedules. But you can write down all the different things that you eat for the month so that you know what your family has had, and then you will know for the next month what it is that you would like to do. Some fun ideas for meal planning is to also include themed nights. If you like to do pizza on Friday nights and you all like to make your own kind of pizza, you can do that. You can have Taco Tuesdays and you can spread it out between enchiladas and nachos and tacos, and you can do those kinds of things. You can have meatless Mondays where it's salads or vegetarian meals. You could also break them up by different proteins throughout the week. So you could have beef on Sunday. Monday is meatless Monday. You can do Tuesdays, you can do like chicken, and you can have pork. You can have all kinds of things throughout the week. Just some fun ideas for you to use in your meal planning. Now, how do you go about making this a habit? At first, it's going to be something that's a little bit more difficult for you to do if you are one that likes to sit down and spend some time in the mornings, just having some quiet time. Maybe you can sit down and write a list of things that you would like to fix for the week, and you can check with your family. I'm going to switch this momentarily. You can check with your family and have some different ideas ready for them, and then they can approve or deny your choices or things that you would like to choose. You can make it a family time and make it an event where they can spend some time getting to plan with you, and so that you're not always feeling that you can plan by yourself. Some other things that you can do in building this into a habit is make sure you schedule a time each week for you to do your meal planning and your grocery shopping. If you put it on your schedule, make it like an appointment that you cannot do without. And once you start using it as a time to schedule and move forward with your meal planning and doing it on a regular basis, it will become a habit for you, which will be a time saver and also a money and budget saver as well. Thank you guys for joining me for Feature Friday. Again, this is Wendy Cannin, Executive Brand Director with Tula XII. If you found this information helpful today, please feel free to share it out with your friends, and you can come and join us in Cannin Plannin VI Planners for some more tips and tricks that will help you with your planning needs. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and remember, you can and plan because it is possible. Bye, friends. Have a good day.